Hello everyone, this is Vicki Conley with Market for Mobile, also known as the Hangout Coach, and I am here today with Elise Weiland. Elise is the producer of the NoCo Mini Maker Faire, and she is a social entrepreneur with experience from marketing in 23 countries, fundraising for nonprofits, organizations, and helping entrepreneurial companies grow in the innovation to commercialization space. Elise is bringing together all these elements into the NoCo Mini Maker Faire, and she is here today to tell us a little bit more about that, and she has brought Carrie Nicholson in as her sidekick. So I want to welcome both of you guys, and I'm anxious to hear more about the NoCo Mini Maker Faire.
Thanks, Vicki. It's such an exciting project. We are having so much fun. Actually, that's one of the things I call it. It's serious fun because it's fun, but it has a serious undertone of something important to it. A Maker Faire is a whole movement that started out of California about 7 years ago, with the flagship Maker Faire in San Mateo, California, and within 7 years that's grown to be 160,000 people over one weekend, and 120 Maker Faires now going on around the world. So it's just exploded across the country because it's just so marvelous. It's a celebration and a showcase and an engaging demonstration of all the different ways people make things. With the new technologies like Arduino and 3D printing, it's opened up the capacity for hobbyists, for kids, for entrepreneurs to produce things and to imagine whatever they can think of and then make it. So we have a range of people involved, from hobbyists to kids to entrepreneurs, all having these visions of great things they can make in the world, and then bringing them to the fair to show us how they did it, to show us what they've done, and to help us learn how to do it.
That is really cool. What a great way for the creative mind to showcase what they've got going on and to inspire others with what they can do. So is the Maker Faires all on the same day then, or are they on different days?
Our Maker Faire is a one-day event. The Maker Faires across the country are all over the map in terms of where they are and what day they are.
Okay, so it's not all one weekend everybody has the Maker Faire.
They're all individually produced, and so we went through an interview process and got a license from the Maker Faire flagship in California, and since then it's just so astounding because we were given guidelines like, you need to start small. In your first year, you can't expect to have too many makers coming in. Maybe 30, maybe a couple hundred people will come visit, and it'll be a small thing, and your budget should be this size. But Colorado is such an innovative, entrepreneurial state, and so it's been like trying to chase down wild horses ever since we started. We have over 130 makers, so we have 44 times what the average Maker Faire does in their first year, and we have thousands of people coming, and we have just this explosion of involvement and energy. We have 3 different school systems involved. We have entrepreneurs from all over the state involved. Many of them are quite small and they start in just their little community, but we have people all up and down the Front Range coming, from Denver to Fort Collins to Boulder to Windsor. I mean, people are coming from all over the place with some marvelous things. We have a robotics scrimmage. We have a 29-second film festival. We have a nerdy derby where participants can come and make their own cars and then race them. Carrie, tell us some of the stuff. You've been talking with lots of the makers. Tell us some of your favorite things.
So those events that Elise has just mentioned are just, small factors within the fair. We also have, of course, a ton of individual makers, such as Stuff and Mallows, which is a group of entrepreneurs that just graduated from Colorado State University, and they figured out how to make a hybrid marshmallow of chocolate and marshmallow. And so they're going to, I know, it's fantastic. And it looks delicious, and it's brilliant. And they're going to come and teach us their process of how they've got to this point and making these marshmallows. And of course, we get to a little taste tester, I believe. Exciting. Another maker that's coming is a man who has made a Lego crane. So ever since he was younger, he's been fascinated by cranes and Legos, and somehow combined the two, and he's bringing a Lego crane to the Maker Faire, and we'll assemble it while everyone's at the fair and show everyone what it can do. So that's very exciting. We have a paper maker who's going to teach, anyone who'd like to, how to make paper art of all sorts. And apparently they can do incredible things, anywhere from origami to you name it, So that's great. And we have something called Fritz the Robot that's coming, and recently it had just been funded on Kickstarter. And Fritz the Robot is a robot where you can program its emotions and its conversation back to you through your computer, and it's for all ages. You can see kids anywhere from ages 8 to 65 who are using Fritz the Robot and having fun and programming it to talk back and have a dialogue with you and show emotions, and it's very, very cool. And all of these are really hands-on, which is fantastic.
That kind of reminds me of the Jetsons. I remember watching that as a kid, and so I think I'm going to feel like I'm in a Jetsons episode when I come to the Maker Faire.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, no, it's very exciting, and this is just barely skimming the surface. You wouldn't believe what other kind of people we have coming. It's so exciting. We're all really excited.
That sounds great. Well, let's tell everybody about the details then. So where is it going to be? What day is it? And how do they get their tickets?
Go ahead, Elise.
It is on October 5th from 10 a.m. in the morning until 6 p.m. in the evening. It is at the Rocky Mountain Center for Innovation and Technology, which is in Loveland, Colorado. The address, it's just at 14th and Taft. A lot of people know the building. It's funny, you say Rocky Mountain Center and everybody kind of goes, what's that? Because it's a new naming. But it's it used to be an Agilent facility, and before that it was HP. So all the NoCo people say, oh, the old HP campus.
Yeah, the old huge HP building at 14th.
So we have a whole building at the old HP campus at 14th and Taft in Loveland.
Okay.
So,
and it's 10 to 6. So, and I would tell people to get there early. If you've got 130 makers there, they want to get there early because they're probably not going to see it all in 8 hours.
It's so true, and we have one of our sponsors, SparkFun, is actually bringing kits so that people can come and create their own games and bring them home. And so people will learn to solder and be able to bring games home, and there's a lot of hands-on, engaging things to do. It's not just walk through and look at things. It's about becoming involved yourself.
Right, and I was looking at the website, and I love the concept. You either have a show and share booth or a make and take booth. So you're getting the audience that attends involved in what's going on. I love it.
Yes, and we have a lot of great collaborators. I mean, I have put on events all over the world, and including the Great American Beer Festival down in Denver, and some other events, and I have never seen a community come together as much as I have seen in this. So we have these great collaborators like the Fort Collins Museum of Discovery. They said, tell us what you need, and we'll bring exhibits from the museum, and our friends at SparkFun, and one of our exhibitors, Boulder Engineering Studios, they love to help inventors figure out how to make their inventions. So they have a whole feature called Ask an Engineer. So you can come up and ask an engineer that's experienced in producing and manufacturing inventions, how can I do this? I've got this great idea. How can I do this?
Oh.
So bring your ideas and bring your creativity. You can get tickets at our website, which is NoCo Maker Faire with an E, NoCoMakerFaire.org. Pre-tickets are available until the early bird tickets are slightly less expensive, and they're available until September 8th. None of the tickets is particularly expensive. I think a kid is $5 and the adult is $10, and the pre-sale is I think $8. But so it's not very expensive. It's a great family-friendly event to come and see.
Okay, so adults can get tickets for $8 through September 8th.
Mm-hmm.
At the NoCoMakerFaire.org, the website that's showing on your lower third there. Looks real nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then only $10 after that. So people cannot use money as an excuse not to come. That is what a very reasonable day for all that creativity.
Mm-hmm.
Well, was there any other things that either of you want to get out before we sign off here?
It's hard to stop because there's just so much fun.
There's so much.
This is our first time doing this. I'm more than willing to meet with you again, and we can tell the folks out there in NoCo more about what's going on.
Wonderful.
So,
thanks so much for your time, Vicki.
Okay, well, you ladies hang on, and we'll say goodbye to our audience, and we'll end the broadcast right here. So make sure you go to the NoCoMakerFaire.org and get your early bird tickets, and we'll see you there on October 5th. Thanks, ladies. Thanks for joining.
Bye. Thank you.